Okay, we're going to start with SketchUp Assignment 2. If you open up your PDF file, which will accompany this video, step number 1, they refer to a tall building. So what I'm going to take it to is your SketchUp, and let's erase Chris, and we're going to go rectangle, and we're going to just bring that over. Now, just to clarify what I'm doing, I'm clicking the left button once, and I'm clicking again to drop that off. I'm going to go click once with the left button and click again to drop it off. I'm going to adjust my view with the orbit option. And let's go back to our instructions here. And it says create an arc, half circle. So let's do that. Let's go over to the arc option. Now usually the default is a 2-point arc. Now if it's not, make sure you click on that by means of the drop down menu. So click on that quarter once, move it over to a random spot, click again, and then drag it up. Half circle is advisable. So what I'm going to do now is, if we go back to our instructions, it's going to ask you to pull the arc shape to the other side of the roof, and you'll get a shape that more or less looks like that. So let's do that using the push-pull tool. Click once, don't hold it. Now some people are going to sit here and kind of, oh geez, how do I get that? Just touch that line, touch this line, and you're telling SketchUp that's where you want to end. So we'll do that. Now we'll go to our next step. This is then use the move option on the edge to bring it down like so. So we're going to go over to move, we're going to click once, and we're going to bring it down like this to click. Now, in the event you try to use move and you're not able to do that, in the event you're only able to do this, okay, or some variation of that, what I'm going to suggest you do is pick a spot, like let's say here, go over, then use the move option, and it will require the bend to occur where that line is, okay? So let's bring it in. Why that might occur might just be that you've adjusted the geometry of your shape to an extent that it's unable to complete that particular move. And let's go back to our instructions. And they want you to put on some texture, which we can quickly do that. Let's go roofing, click. Let's go brick and cladding, click. Click. I guess they might want some roofing on the actual top, like so. There we are. Now, more importantly here is they want you to create a circle with any color and a circle inside a circle with glass or translucent. Now, I would suggest moving it over like so. Let's go in close. Let's go over to our shapes, pick our circle. Let's go right here, bring it out. Don't touch this edge, okay? If you touch this edge, you're going to be creating some difficulties in future steps. So let's go like so. Create a circle inside the circle. Let's go over to colors. There's no color preference. Pick any color. You will not lose marks for quote-unquote the wrong color. We're going to go glass and mirrors. Just make sure you can see through it. Now here's an important step that we're going to do next. They want you to make the component, okay? And I'll show you how to do that. Go up to this arrow, and the left button on the mouse, unlike previous exercises, previous tools, we're going to hold that left button down and we're going to create a window around it, okay? Now that all this is blue, we're going to go right click, make component. You can leave that word component 1 in there if you want. Otherwise, if you're very organized, you can make it a name of your choosing. Now, if you don't see this list, click on the house. You don't see this whole drop down side menu. Click on Window, activate Tray, and make sure your materials and your components are checked off. So now what we're going to do is, unfortunately, if you look at these instructions, they tell you type in a number and X. Well, that's no longer the case. These instructions are now a little dated. So I'm going to show you the way the new version of SketchUp is going to copy these. So we're going to use the move option, hold control key down, still holding control, click the left button once on the mouse. Okay, click it again to drop it off. Now look at the bottom right hand corner for what I'm doing. I'm typing in slash. I'm going to guess how many copies will fit. Let's go with 15. Enter. Now that's a little too many. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go edit, undo. Keep in mind this is a random size, so there's really no mathematical formula unless I measure it. So let's go /11. Perfect. Okay, now the instructions want you to fill the front, fill the top, and have a diagonal row over here. I'm not going to do that for the demonstration, so let's just move from the front to the side, and then we're going to go from the side to the top. For whatever reason, I found in the past, it works much better if you go front, side, side, top than trying to go front to the top, okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to go /11, enter. Once again, for the instructions, they want you to fill this top. I will not be doing that for this demonstration. Now, in the instructions, once you've filled everything with the circles, they want you to edit the component, and they want you to pull it out. Now, this demonstrates that when you make a component, and you make any adjustments on that component. So let's go right click, edit component. We're in edit component mode. Notice the difference in color. Keep in mind, any changes at all to a component have to be done in edit component mode. And when that occurs, all the components will receive the change. Okay? Now, last but not least, in the instructions, it wants you to make one component or more on the top unique. So, for the purpose of marking, you only have to do one. If you want to do more, that is your prerogative. You will not lose marks if you only make one shape unique. Okay? So, let's zoom in on this. We're going to do the window just like we did to make a component. It's blue. We're going to right click and we're going to make this unique. Okay, so now this one's different than all of them. We're going to right click again. We're going to go edit component. We're now going to edit that unique component. I'm going to go click, click. Let's go click, click, and click. And let's erase that inner portion. And we're going to push this top part out. And to get out of edit component, just kind of click over here with the arrow. And now you have one component made unique, and that unique component has been edited. Okay? Now, once again, for the demonstration, I did not fill the top, I did not fill the front, and I did not complete the side. The expectation and part of the marking scheme is that you will do that. That's the conclusion of this video.